how do you receive a compliment? Ah, it's so great because so many times women, we don't know how to receive it. We feel very vulnerable when we receive it. We kind of get awkward when somebody, and it's a real skill, but somewhere in our wiring, we haven't actually been taught how to receive it properly. And so now it's really challenging for us. But there's actually a deeper reason. And I think that the reason is that we haven't really thought. And when I say thought, it's not that we don't see our value, but we haven't thought deeply about um, owning our value, right? And so what we do is we deflect because it's vulnerable to think of ourselves as somebody that's actually an incredible human being, because we think, oh, that could be prideful, right? No, God made you unique and irreplaceable. And by default, you are divinely unique and irreplaceable and good and beautiful and amazing human being, right? What happens is that we start to think that our results change our worthiness or our value, our objective worth. So we start to kind of create a mental gymnastics. So that's the deeper reason. I just want you to start thinking about that your worth is irreplaceable. And yes, God is the reason why you are valuable, because he made you this amazing creation, because he doesn't make anything bad. And that's what you're honoring, right? And it's not this look at me and I'm afraid to honor me. No, I am honoring the creator when I honor the creation. I can't be like, well, I hate that painting. And gosh, that painter must be awful and amazing, right? There is a continuous honoring of the creation that points towards the creator. And so that's what I want you to think deeply. Now let's bring it to the practical. So first of all, it's a skill. It's really that simple. The first thing is obviously awareness, right? We need to become aware when we're like, oh, I kind of get sweaty. I know what to say. I deflect. That's the common thing, is that we deflect and we don't pause. And I remember my mentor literally working on me with this, and I had to count backwards when somebody would compliment me because I didn't know how to receive it. And I remember, January, you look beautiful. January, that was amazing. And I would say, thank you so much. And like start to twitch and like 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, and sit in there. And once you get comfortable with step 1 of receptivity, okay, and remember, that's not you. That doesn't change your value. Good compliments or criticism doesn't change your value. It's just you're learning to receive. You're learning to receive and reminded of your goodness. Okay. So that's the first thing, is that it really doesn't matter in a sense that it doesn't change your value, but it matters that we are reminded, because we need acknowledgement. We need to be reminded that we are good. Like a child that doesn't ever hear that they're good kind of grows up narcissistic, or a child that doesn't ever hear doubts if they're good. So there is a necessity to acknowledgement that helps us to remember and wire that we are good. So complimenting us is evidence of that good. Okay. So I'm just giving you the layers behind it. Now, how do we receive it? Thank you so much. How do you contribute back? That really means a lot, that you make the time and the effort to compliment me. Smile, pause, get uncomfortable with the uncomfortable. And tell me more about yourself. Afterwards, you can pivot with a question back. That really means a lot that you took the time to acknowledge it. Thank you. Period, pause, period, pause. We do a lot when we learn how to pause. So that's it. What it is that we're contributing back because we're honoring their ability to actually communicate a compliment and gratitude. That's how, because what happens is that when you honor them, like thanks is different than thank you so much. That really means a lot when you did that. It actually inspires them to actually become more aware of their ability to compliment women all the time. Because if they see that their compliment is actually impacting other people, then they're going to do more of it. They're encouraged to do something that's good. And that's what we want. We want to contribute back to them by encouraging them to do what is good. And that's what our contribution is. If we can inspire them continually, be in a behavior where it's a good thing, then now you have become a woman of contribution while becoming a woman of receptivity, where you're receiving and giving it right back. Isn't that amazing? It's so beautiful. It's the genius of life. It's the beauty. It's the way creation was made. It's like giving and receiving. And so you're giving, and then by becoming aware, you're giving it right back to them. And remember that your body, your tonality, your words matters as a way to actually create strategic impact. So you practice it. I had to practice it. You practice and writing your script and saying thank you and looking people in the eye and counting backwards and sitting in the discomfort. It'll get really comfortable soon enough. But without this idea of ego, you just know, oh, I'm going to give it right back to the creator. I'm going to honor the fact that I've worked hard on this and it's actually working. It took me a while to get up in the morning, and I've made the effort to get up in the morning because I just really want to feel frumpy because I'm pregnant. And, I'm honoring my own journey of the work, because that's evidence of you seeing your hard work matters. And that's also important for us to continue to be inspired to move towards a direction of discipline and continuing the good that we do. So work on it. It's just a skill, like anything. It's just a skill, and make that, write your script, practice your body language. And it's really about communicating the impact that their compliment had on you.